Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate File 900 is something I've been aware of for a bit. Back in 2011, when we were contemplating how to build a new stadium to house the Vikings, there were multiple meetings that year. The commissioner of the NFL came to town a couple times, and I was in the governor's reception room one day with the commissioner and the governor and the other leaders, and I asked the commissioner, I said, Commissioner, I said, if we build this stadium, what's our chance of getting a Super Bowl? And his response was, well, you know, the other league owners decide that, but historically, when owners have put up the money to partner with state or local governments and built a new facility, the other owners have historically rewarded them with a Super Bowl. So we got the stadium passed, we got into the construction, and in 2014, it was our turn to make a bid to host the Super Bowl. A Super Bowl committee was set up, and they were going to, I believe, California to make the pitch to try bring the 2018 Super Bowl to Minnesota. One of the things that the NFL had requested of us as we put our proposal together to present to the owners was that we have the same tax environment that they expect of other host cities. It's kind of a condition of holding a Super Bowl. They expect a certain menu of tax rebates. Minnesota had most of that already in law from when we previously had a Super Bowl, but there were a small little menu of provisions for pre-Super Bowl type events, and they all relate to sales tax that we did not have. So we didn't have it in place. The meeting was going to be, I believe, in early April, and so in March, the four leaders and the governor signed a letter that the members of the Super Bowl committee took with them to their meeting with the NFL owners when they made their presentation. I've included the letter in your packet. The letter's not as specific about what we actually were going to do as the first draft was. The first draft of the letter was really paralleled what's in this bill. But if you notice the date on it, it's 2014. The House leaders were a little skittish about the election politics of providing NFL sales tax subsidies going into their impending election in the fall. Specifically, I remember my friend, the Speaker, or the Minority Leader at the time, Speaker Dowd, was pretty skeptical. There were a number of revisions of the letter before we finally came to something that all four leaders and the governor were willing to sign. You have that, but the intent really is we get our tax environment in the same place that other host cities have. So, Mr. Chairman, it's not a general fund cost. You see the money has a cap of $1.6 million that potentially would be available for rebate. It would come out of the Sports Commission, out of their either operating or capital budget. Mr. Chairman, that really concludes anything I have to say about it.
Thank you, Senator Bakk. Welcome to the committee. Please state your name for the record.
Mr. Chair, members of the committee, thank you for inviting us to join you. My name is Maureen Bausch, and I'm the CEO of the Minnesota Super Bowl Host Committee. I am here today to ask for your support of this bill to help us fulfill our bid obligations to host the world's biggest sporting event in Minnesota in our new stadium, our beautiful new stadium. I want to start by clarifying who the Minnesota Super Bowl Host Committee is today. We are not the NFL, we are not the Vikings, and we're not the MSFA. Over 3 years ago, Governor Dayton asked Richard Davis, Doug Baker, and Marilyn Carlson Nelson to lead the bid, and they won. And we have the Super Bowl coming to Minnesota in 2018. They then formed a 501c6, a nonprofit organization, formed exclusively to welcome people to Minnesota in January and February of 2018. We've been at work for more than 2 years to make this event a reality. Most of us are from Minnesota, and we live and work here and care very deeply about showcasing our state in the best possible way. We are here to ensure that over 1 million people that will come to this event have a lasting positive impression of Minnesota. Our focus is clear, and we have one chance to do it right. We want to attract visitors here, not just for the Super Bowl, but have them come back year after year. We want to showcase our state for new business opportunities and attract more highly skilled employees to take jobs here and live here. And most importantly, maybe to create memories for our visitors and for Minnesotans who have not seen this kind of world-class event for 26 years. To that end, our committee will be creating a free and open public fan festival we're calling Super Bowl Live. This will allow everyone to participate in Super Bowl 52. We are a nonprofit corporation. We are raising funds privately through our corporate community. Unlike other host committees, we do not receive public funds for our work. In fact, the bill today is the extent of the support we are asking our legislature to provide. As you know, we just returned from Super Bowl 51 in Houston. The Houston Host Committee received upwards of $30 million from their state's Texas Ahead Fund. The Super Bowl is far more than a one-day event. Since 1992, when it was here before, it has grown to a 10-day celebration, and it will bring more than 1 million people to Minnesota. And it will be watched by all parts of the world. There'll be 5,000 media who attend, and they not only cover sports, but they cover business, entertainment, and culture of Minnesota. All eyes will be on Minnesota, as you know, because it is the most watched television show in America. So we want those million visitors to have a wonderful impression of Minnesota. And we launched a 52-week marketing campaign the day after Houston to tell our story. We're in week 47, by the way. We are telling the unique story of our culture, cuisine, and innovative companies, from our small businesses to our legendary Fortune 500. We also formed a 501c3, the Super Bowl Legacy Fund, in partnership with the Minnesota Community Foundation, and we are traveling to 52 communities around the state in 52 weeks to promote health and wellness of our Minnesota kids. We've already given grants of over $400,000 to cities including Rochester, Faribault. Today we're in Moorhead, giving them money for a new playground. In addition to the opportunity to promote Minnesota and help the wellness of our children, the Super Bowl will have a positive, direct effect on our economy, particularly for businesses in the hospitality area that are notoriously low during this time of year. Our economic impact study forecasts $400 million in spending in our local economy, millions to local businesses, business owners, and workers, as well as millions to the state and local tax revenues. The bill before you provides for a sales tax exemption on tickets, including public fan events like opening night and the NFL Experience. It also provides tax rebates related to parking, production costs, and hotel tax rebates for NFL workers. I want to be clear about what it does not include. It does not give any tax breaks to NFL team owners or players. Instead, the bill will allow us to ensure that we give our guests the best possible experience during their time in Minnesota and fulfill our bid obligations. Thank you for your support and helping us ensure that the Super Bowl makes a lasting impact not only on our economy, but on the wonderful treasures of Minnesota. Thank you for your time, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Welcome to the committee. State your name.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, my name is Dave Johnson. I'm an attorney at Faegre Baker Daniels, and I represent the Super Bowl committee. And I'll be extremely brief in the interest of time, and I'm here primarily to answer questions. I would just reinforce that the sales tax exemption for the related Super Bowl events are the four outward-facing public events, and that these are not events that benefit NFL owners or players, and that the MSFA reimbursement mechanism was something that we work with legislative leadership, the Department of Revenue, and the MSFA to give them the flexibility to use reserves to do the reimbursements for costs related to the preparation and build-out for the Super Bowl. And again, these are not benefiting the owners or the players. They're related to the build-out of the event. This is the language before you was part of the 2016 omnibus tax bill. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. So this is the exact language, right, Senator Bakk, that was in the 16 tax bill?
My understanding, Mr. Chairman, is it is, yes.
Okay. So, and then just an expansion of what we currently have. Okay. Members, any questions? Senator Sinjum.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and to either of the witnesses or Senator Bakk. Any idea, maybe you said, what the economic impact, outside money coming into Minnesota might be for this event?
Our initial study showed 400 million in economic impact for this 10-day event.
Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Diedzak.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. One of my questions was answered on the revenue notice, which says that local taxes are also exempt. And I understand it better, so thank you for your description. So it is just certain groups, it's not everybody that will be exempt. And so I'm assuming you've already booked the lodging, but I do want to point out in Section 2, Subdivision 1, it is taxes, local taxes administered by the Department of Revenue. So if there is lodging in Bloomington, that would not be potentially exempt, because and we've gone back and forth on that, so I don't remember the latest on if Bloomington is now using the DOR to collect their local taxes or if they're doing it on their own. So that's just a little glitch maybe that we should be watching for going forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Bakk.
I think that's probably a good point. I wasn't aware that was the situation in Bloomington, but Senator Dietzick was on the tax conference committee last year, so she's got a little information I don't have. But this was, I think, pretty well vetted last year, Mr. Chairman. So.
Right. No, I understand. But just to be clear, too, we do have a current law in the book, right? Ms. Pollack, we have current statute that exempts Super Bowl admission. That was created in 1992 with the previous Super Bowl, right? So this is an expansion of an existing exemption. So can you clarify that, Ms. Pollack?
Mr. Chair, yes. There's an existing exemption for admissions to essentially a Super Bowl under current law, and this expands to related events, which are defined in Section 1 of the bill, and then also provides for the transfer from MFSA.
Okay, so
MSFA.
Thank you, Ms. Pollack. So just to clarify, they currently have an exemption to admissions to the events, so it's not like this is not impacting and is not already there. This is an addition and expansion to other things. So current law already exempts these events from taxation. This just simply expands it. Right, just the Super Bowl. So with that, Senator Bakk, any final words?
No, Mr. Chairman.
All right. Senator Franson?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Senator Bakk and testifiers for bringing this forward. You mentioned the letter that was signed by the executives and the leadership, and was from 2014, and we are indeed in a new legislature. So I always struggle, because when we say the legislature's already approved this, well, that was a term ago where you had different players. I'm new to the tax committee, so I am looking at it with more close attention. I did vote for the tax bill last year. I do represent Bloomington, which has a lot of lodging, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. I do expect this to be a successful event, but anytime we talk about taxes and stadium, the public kind of is on alert, and I just want to make sure that the public does know, and I know we have media here, that we are intending to extend this. It's already on the books. It's for a limited purpose, and it's not coming from the general fund, which is a big deal. It's coming from a different funding source covered by sports facilities. So I do like that language and feel comfortable with that. But I just want to make it for the record that this is not another exemption or tax credit or refund for Vikings or their team or their ownership. This is indeed for the event that, as part of our bid, we committed to as a state, whether it's us that we're here today in this committee or the legislature previous to us. So I just want to make that clarification, and thank you for coming forward with this bill.
So Senator Franson and members, we should sometimes stop while we're ahead. I don't have a particular issue with the bill, but clarity is good. The current law exists and exempts a lot of high buck people from paying sales tax in our state, because we presumably will reap a benefit of $400 million. Wonderful. I look forward to it. But according to the revenue note, unless I'm wrong here, general fund. So clarifying I don't have a big problem with the bill, but it does come from the general fund. That's what it's saying, unless there's something different.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, I think to clarify, there are two parts to the bill. One expands the already existing sales tax exemptions for Super Bowl tickets to the related events, and there's a general fund impact of $900,000 roughly for that.
Yeah.
The rest of it is a rebate procedure through the MSFA, which we negotiated with leadership, the Department of Revenue. That comes from current operating reserves. So the overall amount of the package is about $2.5 million. The state impact is $900,000. The rest comes from the MSFA reserves.
Right, I would agree, and I would again say that it's not a huge deal. I just make sure we get the record straight. We had one person to testify here, and then can you make it brief? And then we'll move on. Thank you very much, testifiers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, for the record, my name is Rich Neumeister. I came into the room here at the first time.
I
just had a question that I think is important. Because of the recent issues about the Stadium Authority and with questions in the past about expenditures of Super Bowl monies, in Section 2, the question is that under current law, the reimbursements paid out, is that public or not? That's just a question I share with you. I know that's not the province of your committee, but as you know, with stadium issues and those kinds of things, transparency has been an issue with anything. So it was just more as a courtesy, just to bring that up and maybe to see if that would be considered public under some of the revised rules and laws that are being changed with the Stadium Authority. So, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for the few moments of your time.
Yeah, we'll clarify. Ms. Pollack, can you shed some light on?
Mr. Chair, no, unfortunately. Whether that information is public and how it would be classified, I think is information that is under the jurisdiction of the MSFA, and any new legislation that might be in the works for that this type of information could be considered in that vein. But under this bill and under this committee's jurisdiction, we don't have any information on that.
Thank you, Ms. Pollack. Thank you, Mr. Neumeister. With that, Senate File 900 will be laid over for possible inclusion. Thank you, Senator Bakk.